Welcome to another video tutorial for Kling AI. Today, I'm talking about Kling AI video inpainting, or how to replace a subject in your video, plus testing all the video effects that are available at the time of this recording to see which ones are worth the credits. I use the Kling AI website, and you just go to the top right and click on the Create button. The global website will open. You log in, and then on the left, we have all kinds of AI generation tools. Let's click on video, since this video is about that subject. We have text to video, which I rarely use, and image to video, my favorite, which I've talked about in other videos on the channel. But today, I want to explore the multi-elements tab that lets us upload a video and swap elements in that video or add new ones. I will also test all the effects from this tab to see which ones give nice results and which have more glitches. So back to video generation, and in the multi-elements tab, I will choose swap. You need to upload 5-second videos with a maximum resolution of 1080p. So let's click here, and I'll upload this video of a robot. Wait for it to be analyzed. You'll get a screen that lets you add or remove selections to the area you want to swap. I'll just add a point on this mug. You can add multiple points or remove them, and there are undo buttons as well. Click on Preview Selected Area to see if the selection looks okay until the end of the video, or if it gets lost. And you can add another point if needed at whatever frame you want, but it looks good to me, so I'll just click Confirm. Now we have the video, and we need an image with the subject we want to use to replace that mug. Let me try to add the skunk, but I assume it's too big compared to the mug, but we'll see. Here's how you prompt. It's a little bit reversed from what I would expect, but let's see. Swap X from image 1, which is our skunk, so I delete X and replace it with skunk. Then for X from video, I'll say mug from video, so it knows better what to replace from the selection we made earlier. You can try adding extra words to help, but sometimes that just messes things up even more. Then we have the number of versions. I usually just choose one to save credits. There's professional or standard, but professional gives me better quality, so I always go with that. Then you can see the cost here and click Generate. The task was submitted, and in my case, it will take about 4 minutes to generate. While I wait, let's try with another subject. I'll delete this image and then upload a new one, maybe this white bunny. Now, what I need to do is replace the element in swap. So I'll add the bunny, since that's what gets replaced from image 1, so we should get a bunny instead of the mug. I'll delete any extra text. Let's generate. After a few minutes, I got the results. For the skunks, it isn't holding the skunks. Maybe they were too big, or maybe it recognizes proportions or something. Maybe I should have adjusted the prompt to say holding a tiny skunk in its hand or something like that. For the bunny, the results actually worked great. If you look at the image, the bunny is in front view. So if I wanted the bunny to look at the robot, maybe I should have used a side view bunny and adjusted the prompt. Let's delete this video and try with a different one. Maybe this woman walking on the street. We need to select the subject we want to replace, so I click on the woman, but it only selected part of her. I click again to add another point, and now I've got the whole woman selected. Let's preview to see if it keeps the selection for the entire duration. It's actually pretty good at selecting subjects. Everything looks okay, so I'll click Confirm. Now we need a subject. If you can get a subject with similar proportions to the selection, it's even better. I'll select this alien woman. If you have multiple subjects in an image, you can use the Select Subject tool and just drag the box to select the subject you want. In my case, I want the entire image, so I'll use that. Then we swap, and I want the alien woman from image 1 to replace the woman from the video. After that, I click Generate. Let's do another test as well. This time, I'll upload this robot that's cropped on the side, and only the top part is visible, just to see if it can handle that and reconstruct the body. I'll change the swap to robot, and now I can generate. Let's see what we got. It successfully replaced the woman, and she's walking, but the hands aren't on her hips. So if the subjects you select have certain motions, when you remove that subject and add a new one, it might not carry over the same motion to the new subject. We only got the walking part. For the robot, it actually reconstructed the rest of the body, so I can see part of the feet and shoulders. So it's not bad, actually pretty good at replacing. Let's see if we can add something. I'll delete the image and the video. I have this video of an airplane wing. It's just something I filmed out the airplane window. For the image, I want to add a dragon flying in the sky. First, you pick the video, then the image, which would also make more sense in the swap, but they know best. So using the context of the video, I'll try to seamlessly add the dragon from image 1. I'll write dragon flying in the sky and then generate. I got the video, but the dragon wasn't in the position I wanted. It looks more like those games where you fly a dragon, but I wanted a side view. I assumed it would use a side view if the image I gave was side view, but apparently not. So maybe I should just write exactly what I want in the prompt, including all the details, to avoid confusion. I did try later to add side view and specify how it's flying, but I got something like this. So in my opinion, it's better to use swap to change something instead of just adding something new. Let's go to the Image to Video tab. Instead of using a single start frame, let's select Elements. This lets us upload up to 4 images that we can combine into one video. For the first image, I'll add this cute house. For the second image, I'll add the alien woman, and for the third image, I'll add the robot. Now we need a prompt that incorporates all those elements. I'll use DeepSeek for that since now it can analyze images. If we wait, we'll get some actual random prompts for that scene. But let's say I have my own idea and want to get a prompt for that. So I actually start explaining in my own words what I want to create, how the robot and alien woman come out from the house walking toward the camera. It will start thinking and give me a prompt. Now I can click the Use Prompt button or copy the prompt and adapt it how I want. Then we can choose the ratio we need and hit Generate when we're ready. Let's try another version. I'll replace the robot with this white bunny. I'll close DeepSeek and open it again so it can analyze my new image. It gave me a prompt, and now I ask for changes. I want a scene where the woman chases the bunny. It gave me a new prompt that I can use. I'll hit Generate and hope for the best. Let's see what we got. For the first scene, it actually did great. I have a full body robot and all the other elements. So when everything is slow and there's not a lot of complex movement, it works well. Let's check the chasing scene. Okay, that's funny, but there are so many glitches. So if you want an action scene or something with a lot of movement, it'll probably fail most of the time. Use slow cinematic movement and you'll have a better chance of getting something usable. The elements are there, just too many glitches. Let's go to multi-elements and the swap tab again. This time I'll upload a video of my hand holding a bottle of ketchup. I'll select the ketchup bottle since that's the element I want to replace. Let's preview this. It's a simple object, but I wanted to see how it handles the hand and fingers if I replace it with a different object. Now let's find an object to replace it with. I'll add this toy rocket. So we need to swap the yellow rocket toy from image 1 for the ketchup bottle from the video. I'll add some extra text, not sure if it's needed, but I just want to make sure it looks like the hand is holding it and not doing something else. Let's hit Generate. Let's try another one while we wait. I like to do multiple at once so I can finish a few videos in 5 minutes instead of just one. This time, I'll upload a video with an egg. I'm selecting the egg and previewing the scene to make sure everything is okay. All looks good. Now, let's upload something like a fantasy gem egg. Since we're replacing an egg with another egg, we should get pretty good results because they have the same shape and proportions. I'm adjusting the prompt to include what I want to swap and how the egg is being held. And let's see what we got 3 minutes later. So now it looks like the hand is holding a rocket instead of ketchup. It's not perfect, but I'm surprised it managed to recreate the palm and fingers behind the rocket since that wasn't visible in the original video. Now let's check the egg. Actually, this one with the egg is really impressive. It looks realistic. So replacing an object with a similar one in shape can help improve the generation. Let's move on to the effects tab. I'll test all of them to see what results I can get. Select one of the effects and look at the instructions about how the image should look. If I select another effect, you'll see some accept multiple images and need them in a certain way, like half or full body shots. Some effects require a clearly defined subject, like this rocket effect. Let's start with the yearbook effect. I'm uploading a photo of a woman to see what it actually does. I get a pop-up window asking me to generate a new image based on this one for 2 credits. Let's generate and see what happens. It says to wait 20 seconds. Should I wait? Let's see what happens if I try to close it. It asks if I want to quit and says I can find it in my history later. Let's confirm. So it seems it generated an image of a person with the face from the reference image I uploaded, but because I canceled the process, it didn't do the yearbook effect, but I can still use it to create a video, just not with the yearbook effect. So we can compare later how the effects are different. This is the image and this is the reference image. It looks quite nice. Let's hit generate video. So that will use it as the first frame image for the video. Let's use DeepSeek to add a prompt. We got a prompt. Let's use it. I hit generate. And look at that, my first error with the guidelines with a prompt DeepSeek made. I think one of the words from the prompt triggered it, maybe the word swings from here. You can just adjust the prompt, but let's say I use something simple like the woman is posing for the camera and hit generate. Let's go back to effects while it generates and try the effects again. If you turn this on, you can get a group celebration too. Let's try the instant film effect. It works best with images of people. So let's upload a photo like this image of this man. Now it asks me to generate an instant film image. So let's do that. We wait for it to finish. And we got this cartoon version of the man like he's coming out of a photo. I probably should have generated a new image because the hand looks strange, but let's just go with this one. I'll click confirm. And now we're on step 2 of the effect. The first step was generating the image. And the second step is the actual prompt for the video. You can leave it as default and it should work fine. I'll just use professional mode for better quality and let's generate. Let's also try the anime figure effect. I'll upload an image of the alien woman. We have the flash effect on, which adds camera flashes. Let's say I turn it off. This effect is actually just one step. You upload the image and hit generate. No extra prompt, just the image, and you get the video. Okay, let's try one more effect while that generates. Let's test the hug effect. You can use one photo with 2 people, which gives better results, or you can use 2 single images. Let's upload the man's image first, and now it lets me upload the second image. So I'll add the photo of the woman. It looks like it did a collage between the 2, but you can see the background blend is visible because the backgrounds behind the people are different. So it's better to use people with similar backgrounds for better results. Let's confirm that. We automatically got a prompt. It looks fine. So I'll leave it as it is. Let's choose professional mode and hit generate. But keep in mind, the ratio you see here in the collage is the ratio you'll get for the video. Let's check the results. So for the first one, where we didn't use any effect, just a simple image to video, we got what we asked for, a woman posing. But I want to see how the actual yearbook effect looks. So let me select that effect and try uploading the image again. Now I'll hit generate and wait for those 20 seconds to see what happens. This time, we got a nice image. Each time you generate, you get an image of your reference photo reinterpreted in that yearbook theme. Let's confirm to see what happens next. For step 2, it already gave me a prompt. I'll go ahead and hit generate so we can get a video from it. While we wait, let's check the result for the instant film effect. First, we generated the cartoon image in the first step, and then in the second step, we got a video that also has sound and is 7 seconds long. I muted the audio in editing. It starts with the photo of the man. You get a display like on a camera, and then it transforms into a cartoon. For better results, use portrait ratio images. For the anime effect, it also has sound, and it generated a 6-second video. Looks pretty cool. Let's check the hug effect result. Even though the background was obviously split, the AI somehow figured out how to make it look believable, and it's quite a nice effect. Everything looked great, except her hand was a little hairy. And finally, for the yearbook effect, we got the first image. If I bring in the original image here, you can see the face is quite similar, though the hair color is a little different. The video result looks like this. One thing to remember is that my image was square, but the video is portrait ratio. So it added white bars on the top and bottom to fill the space. So use a 9:16 ratio for your images to get better results. Let's play it. We got the original image, and then it goes back in time to the year 2000 when the person looks cuter and younger. Let's test the yearbook effect on a man, since it looks quite interesting. Let's generate. After 20 seconds, I got this younger version, but let me try one more time to see if I can get a better version. Okay, I can work with that. My original image was portrait, and now the yearbook photo is also portrait ratio, so I should get better results. And this is the result. Looks quite nice. I like this effect. It's worth the credits. Let's try the kiss effect. I'll add the man again, and let's say I add the alien woman, but the problem is that the woman's head is too big because of how she is in the image, and so far there's no option to adjust it here to make it smaller. Maybe if you use Photoshop and load it as a single image instead of two, you could fix it. Let's try adding the woman instead, since her head is a little smaller than the alien's, swapping the order so it looks more natural. But actually, let's try using just one photo instead to see if we get the perfect condition and what the result will be. This is a square ratio, so the resulting video will also be square. If you want a different ratio, upload the image with the right ratio for your needs. Let's try the hand heart effect while it's generating. I'll use a single image for this one too, since I assume I'll get better results. If everything blends better, I'll generate that as well. For the fight effect, I'm uploading the photo of the man. If you click on history, you can upload one of the images you used before, but let's say I try the robot image for the second image. Obviously the size difference is too big, so let's select one from history, like the alien woman. There's still that difference, but I'll leave it as it is for now. We got a prompt for it. I think it's the standard prompt for this effect. I'll switch to professional and generate. Let's also try another one using an image that has both characters in the same photo, so we can compare which one gives better results. Let's see what we got. For the kiss effect, the result is quite nice. It also comes with audio, but it's kind of annoying. Still, the results were okay. For the hand heart effect, it also turned out pretty nice. I think for effects that involve two people, you'll get better results if both are in the same image, or at least have a similar background to blend better. Moving to the fighting scene, that also comes with sounds and punching effects, but the audio isn't really synchronized with the characters punching. You get these fire effects that seem to be added automatically in the prompt, probably to hide the glitches you get when the hands move too fast. I saw online that the Kung Fu baby fighting with different cute animals is popular, but honestly, it has too many glitches for my taste. But if you like it, you can give it a try. Let's move to the rocket effect, which lets you launch a subject like a rocket. I'll add this house to see if it can do it. It has the roof shaped like the tip of a rocket, so maybe it will work. Let's generate. Let's try the bloom effect. It says you need a clearly defined subject. I'll try the same house again. For this one, it asks for 1 credit to generate. The result is an image with a lot of flowers. You can use the button to see before and after to compare, since those will probably be the first and last frames in the video. I think I'll generate a new version for it. Okay, this one might work how I want, so let's confirm and move to step 2. We got the prompt describing how the scene will change with flowers blooming. Let's generate. For the dizzy effect, even though I can't see a preview, it's just the subject spinning around really fast, like a 360 rotation of the subject, not the camera. I'll try it on this cute bunny. It doesn't seem to have any extra steps, so we can generate directly. For the fuzzy effect, it will transform your subject into a fluffy plush toy. I'll keep the bunny for this one. I see the price is cheaper for this, only 20 credits. For the moshi effect, I'll use a bunny again, but this time a real one. Same for this one, only 20 credits and no extra steps. And for the last effect, the boom effect, I'll add a futuristic car. I'm not sure why it's called boom, since it's just an inflate effect, maybe because the balloon pops or something. Let me also try the same effect on the toy rocket for comparison. Let's generate, and now we have the results. This is how the rocket effect looks. It launches the subject like a rocket. It can be fun to play with, but I'm not sure if it really has a practical use. Let's see the bloom effect. I didn't expect the flowers to just fall from the sky. I thought it was going to bloom. Maybe I just need to try a different version. Basically, it's a transition from a normal scene to a blooming scene. For the dizzy effect, it just spins the subject really fast and then slows down at the end. This can be useful, especially for the last frames when it moves slowly. If you want to get a different angle on your subject, maybe for something 3D, or if you want to train a model with different angles. For the fuzzy effect, it transformed my bunny into a toy bunny that jumps around. So it's a cute effect. You can see the name of the effect for each generation, and for the ones that were cheaper, it used the standard model instead of professional. That's why it cost less, because the size was smaller and it needed less computer power. For the mochi effect, it also turned out quite nice. It only has standard mode, but you can use an upscaler like Topaz Video AI if you need bigger videos. And for the last effect, called Boom, it just inflates your subject like a balloon and it starts to float. So if you like to inflate stuff, try this one. Let's see how it acts on the rocket. It inflates like a yellow balloon and starts to float. So overall, it has some nice effects, and it seems like they add new ones regularly. Yearbook is one of my favorites because you can personalize it with your face. Same for instant film. It turns you into a cartoon version. You can see those are popular since they have the hot label on them. Anime figure is also pretty nice. Hug, kiss, and heart hands work with two people. So you can hug, kiss, or show love. The fight effect can be fun, but for me it has too many glitches. As you go down the list, some of the effects are older and only use standard mode, so you get a smaller video size. But for TikTok, I think that's fine. You can get away with it. Just when I finished the video, a new model was released, version 2.1. In fact, it has two variations, one called Master, which is more expensive. If I try a different tab, you can see it automatically switches back to 1.6, so the new model only works in image to video. If you choose elements, it doesn't work. So everything I showed today still works because it uses the older model. But let's test the new model for image to video to see what it can do. I'll upload an image for AI Titans, those who subscribe to my higher tier membership on YouTube. I'll add a prompt I made with ChatGPT. Let's start first with Model 2.1 and hit Generate. Then, with the same image and same prompt, I'll use the master version, which is 3 times more expensive, so I'll generate for that as well. The version 2.0 I don't think is worth it now that we have 2.1. And let's do one for version 1.6, which works with other effects and elements. And the final result is this. For version 1.6, I didn't get any glitches, but I also didn't get much movement. I prompted for one character to raise a spear, one to generate magic, and one to lift a shield, but none of that happened. Moving to version 2.1, it's much more lively. I got more motion, but with more motion, you can get even more glitches. For the Master 2.1 version, it's the same. Lots of motion, but also some glitches. However, prompt understanding is definitely better on the 2.1 version. So if you want simple motion and not a complex prompt, go with version 1.6. If you need something more complex, version 2.1 is better at following the prompt. That's all for today. Leave a like and a comment if you found something useful. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the free resources on Discord.